Located on Milwaukee Avenue, the Niles Design District is a home improvement destination for consumers, designers, and contractors. For those looking to renovate a kitchen or a bathroom, expand with a new addition, or enhance their curb appeal, the Niles Design District in Niles, Illinois offers everything in one convenient location.
It's your road to a better home.
Here I come to save the day.
Welcome to Mighty House. This is a radio show for people with problems, home improvement problems, that is, and for people who want common sense guidance on how to build green and live a more sustainable lifestyle. Send an email or call into the show. The Mighty House crew is on the job. This is Mighty House.
All right. Hey, we're back again today. And
Good evening.
It's fall around here.
Yes.
I'm assuming you're watching this fairly recently.
It's fall down here, too.
Oh, down there, really?
Yeah, right next to you. Fall over by here.
Over by there? Yeah.
Over by there.
So, we're getting phone calls now. Hey, can you come clean my gutters? Or better yet, can you, can I have some gutter guards? I don't want to clean my gutters anymore. So I thought, this might be a good time to go over this. And what gutter guards are good, what gutter guards maybe you should stay away from, do you even need them, all that kind of stuff. So when you're cleaning your gutters, I happen to, is that picture up right now?
No.
Nope.
Okay, so you're on the right side. There we go. Now I can see that.
So you were at Mike Nowak's house, huh?
Yeah, I was. I was at Mike Nowak's house over the weekend. And I walk around the backyard and I look up and here he is, out there cleaning the gutters. I'm like, dude, that's pretty dangerous to be up there hanging off the edge like that. You really shouldn't be doing that. But,
No.
he was trying to clean the gutters. What else can he do? So,
Get a ladder and put it right up against there.
that's a better way to do it. Stay on the ladder. Don't get on the roof where your feet are on those leaves and it's slippery and you have a tendency to fall off that way.
Or you do like the one guy who ties a rope around himself, throws it over the roof, ties off to the wife's car, and then she decides to go off to the grocery store. That has happened.
That's not a good idea either.
No, that's not a good safety.
No. So we'll get started here. What kind of gutters? What was the other picture we had there too? Because a lot of times maybe your gutters look like the next picture we got here. Yeah. So
Yeah, there you go.
So if you've got a farm growing in your gutters, you might need to clean them.
What'd you call it? Hydroponic, right?
Yeah, that's a hydroponic setup right there. You got going. Problem is,
I've seen a few like that.
it's 3 stories in the air and it's kind of hard to get to.
And it doesn't have lettuce or anything either.
Nothing fun that you'd want to get to.
Right, nothing usable.
So
So those might not have been cleaned for a while.
yeah, I would say there's been a couple days there. Or they might have one of the different kinds of gutter guards we're going to talk about today in there too. You just don't know. So
That's right.
So first up, complete new gutter guards. These are the really expensive ones. They're fancy. They're all one piece. They take off your old gutters. They bring out a machine and it molds these new ones and you put them on your house. And now you don't have to ever clean your gutters again, right, Rich?
That's what the salesman told you.
After about $3,500, $4,500. See, look at that. They're nice. See how that's all one piece. The leaves bounce off and the water only goes in. It works perfectly, right, Rich?
No.
No. What do you mean no? What do you
On a
mean
heavy
no?
rain, the water goes by. On a drizzle, the seeds and stuff fall in, so the whole bottom gets loaded with organics.
What you mean like
And
this?
What happens then?
Like this? You mean? Is that what it looks like after a couple of years?
Yeah.
It's kind of clogged a little bit. Or maybe it looks like this next one. Oh, look at that. There you go. Well, let me move out of the way. See? You peel off the end of the gutter and then it's like caked in there. The
Yes.
gutter guards are
But
great.
on a heavy rain, there's not much sense in having gutters because the water goes right past.
It just shoots right off the edge because it's all solid. There's nothing for it to come into.
Okay, so
But-
no potential sponsor from Gutter Helmet. All right, so we blew that one. All right, next.
So the theory is that the water will attach itself and roll around the edge and then go in the gutter.
Yeah.
Right? That's what it's
That's
supposed
theory.
to do. You're right.
And if you go to a display at a home show,
Yep.
the water's trickling down the little shingle.
Right. It
and
comes
it's
down.
Going right in.
Yeah, and it goes right around the corner and right into the gutter. It's
Right.
perfect. It works
Now-
great.
Come out, go to Florida sometime, watch it rain 2
Uh-huh.
inches an hour.
Yeah.
there's not much going in the gutter. It's
It's shooting straight off.
when
the
you get
edge.
a monsoon, and I mean in Chicago, anywhere in the country,
Yep.
when you get that heavy rain, I mean Arizona, it never rains, but when it does, it doesn't mess around. It's not going
right.
in the gutter.
That's right. I think there's a song like that too.
No, Southern California, I think.
So there's so those are the really fancy ones. Those are the really expensive ones. If you want to spend the money, that's on you. Just expect that you're going to still have to clean your gutters. The problem is you can't take these off. You can't lift the top up and get in there to clean them. You have to peel the ends off, and then you start digging out all the debris that's in there, and then you're hosing it out trying to get it cleaned up. So personally, my personal opinion is stay away from those. But I don't know, Rich, would you like to have those or not?
No, thank you.
Okay, so we have the two-piece ones that are still solid. See, they look like that. Of course, bees can build nests in there. But that's all one piece. It wraps around, it clips in the front, and then you roll underneath the shingles. And it works great at letting all the water shed right off.
Now, if I was to build a roof properly and I put a drip edge underneath my ice and water shield, and then I had a gutter guy come in there and he would lift the starter strip and or my first course of shingle and slide that under there,
Yep.
would he not be causing issues to my roof?
No,
No?
because that ice and water shield should come over the edge and then down your fascia board, and then your gutter should be put on there. So that
So
that
none
way,
of the water running back will go back because,
Right.
like if you go back to that picture of that gutter, there's no gutter flashing
nope,
into that gutter
nope,
because you can't, because it's got a cap on it.
right. Yep.
So
you
the
can't.
gutter can't be inserted underneath the drip edge.
No, not at all.
No, not at all.
That's
Okay,
right.
that'll go into my list. All right, continue, my friend.
So there you go. So you can do the two-piece gutter covers like that, where that just completely covers it. There's really no way to water. Oh, see, debris does get in there, doesn't it?
No,
That's
just because
Yeah.
somebody did that on the tailgate of your truck from the looks of that photograph.
Yeah, we dug up a bunch of mud, we stuck it in there, we filled up
Just
the gutter
for photo
corner.
ops.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, that's really not the case. So, again, at least this way, the one-piece gutter covers like that have no holes or any way for the water to get in, you can easily pop those off, clean the gutters, and then you can put them back on. So, you could do the sponge ones. These are really nice too. They snap in real easy. They go in the front of the gutter like that. That's the front right there. And then they go up, and then you tuck them down right up against the house, the fascia board. So now that only the water can come through there, and then the water stays nice and clean. So if you
But
did have
how
to pop them out, you can pop
But how
that lid up.
pervious is this thing? I mean, does it let a lot of water through, or does most of it just run off the top of it?
No, they let quite a bit of water come through. But then they also turn into something like this. What do you got there for us? Oh, yeah, that's right. See, now you've got this nice big sponge.
Well, it's a hydroponic garden anyway.
See, there you go. There you go. So now the water can run through there. Oh, yeah, there's another one. See? So if you're starting a tree farm, anything like
Maples.
that, maple tree,
Yes,
yeah.
maples
if you want to start a
especially.
maple tree farm, yeah. So there's the perfect thing. You get sponges in your gutter, and then you can just start picking them out like crazy, and you'll just start making thousands and thousands of dollars off of your
Do you have
gutter
to figure out if
sponges.
your house is sponge worthy? Anybody that watched Seinfeld know that one. All right, continue, my friend.
So then they also have it's a little more simple. It's just a straight cover. Oh, that's right. We have the gutter brushes. These are really good too because they collect all the debris really nice, and it all stays in there. But you can grab them, flick them out real easy, clean them out, and put them back. But you have to flick them all out, clean it, wash the gutter out, and put them back. So they work halfway
Multiple
decent.
steps. They work, but it's still multiple steps.
Sure. But to clean your gutters, you've got to take these out and clean the gutter guards, and then you can clean the gutter, and then you put it all back.
I've just always found it easy enough to just use a good leaf blower and blow them out, or then clean the rest out with a garden hose. And
Right.
Just
So
saying.
you can do the screens like these. These have micro screens. It's very fine. So no particles can get through there. Only the molecules of water can get through. But the problem is the water hits it and it beads up on that microscreen until it gets wet, then it'll start going through. And even if you go out and you go to the home shows and you see the microscreens, when they first do that, they run their hand over it, get it wet so that the water's going through the microscreen. Otherwise, it just runs right off the top of it. Because
It's hydrophobic.
Yes, yes, it is. But then after time, even the microscreens will start to look like this. So
because they get microseeds and microorganics.
Exactly.
And then you get the other thing the guy, the salesman's always telling us, don't worry about it. They're UV resistant.
Sure.
Yes.
So you can also even get to the really cheapy ones that look like this, but obviously those are gonna come out real easy. You can open them up, clean them, put them back, click them back in. This you may want to actually, when you snap them in, is run a couple of zip screws in there to hold them in place, so that way they don't fall out.
But then if you have to clean it, then now you got to take all the screws out.
Right. But you don't have to. Normally with those, you take one out, you take the hose and you just run it down to the other end. You get a bunch of it, and so you don't have to take everyone out when you're cleaning it. You're doing sections at a time, so it's not too bad. And
well,
then,
whoever did that shingle job did this shingle the same way they did the gutter guard.
Yes, they did. So
Spaced all kind of willy-nilly there.
Right. So you got your gutter screens here, but see, when they're not installed right, then they fall in, and then the debris gets in there, and now you're cleaning your gutter guards before you clean the gutters. So you've actually paid to work more, in my opinion. So and here's where most gutter guards end up, right here. Right there. You see that? That's where, and I can tell you, we've taken out probably 2 or 3 times as many gutter guards as we've installed. But sometimes it works, and people need to do it, or they want to try it anyway, and we're like, okay, let's use the cheapy ones, let's figure this out, and we'll go ahead and install them for people. But give us the top 5 reasons, Rich, why people should do their gutter guards.
Well, obviously, number 5, it's because you don't want to clean your gutters.
Okay.
Number 4 is, of course, you love the art of the hard sell. And you just couldn't resist because they will improve your life. In other words, I'm not leaving to your kitchen table till you sign this damn work order. All right. Here's one that I have to get behind. Your wife really wants them.
Yeah. Okay. The boss says go.
Happy wife, happy life. So
That's
if
right.
she wants them, all right, that's why they end up on the house.
Right.
Worst case, number 2, your neighbor just had them installed, and you must keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah, Mrs. Jones lives next door. You gotta keep up with her. And the number one
probably
reason?
the number one reason to get them is because you have more money than Bill Gates, and you really don't care.
You gotta hire some other poor schlub to go out there.
That's right.
So, okay, how about the top 5 reasons you shouldn't get gutter guards?
Well, that's easy. So really, they don't stop everything from going in the gutter, and when it gets messy, it actually costs more to clean your gutters, and you may have to actually even cut into the gutter guard
to get
as
to
you
them.
said, pull the end caps, or you got to take like the one in that picture. You got to take them out before you can clean the gutter. You got to clean the gutter guard.
Right. So
Number
clean the gutter
4.
guards, clean the gutters. Okay. Number 4?
Number 4, heavy rains may run over the top of the covers. When this happens, it makes little sense to have gutters on your house in the first place. And if you don't have a basement or crawl space, technically you don't need gutters anyway. And if you have over a 2-foot overhang, you don't need gutters.
Yep. This is true. This is true.
All right, number
3.
In winter, they lead to more ice damming, which can cause more roof, wall, and soffit and ceiling damage.
Yep.
And there's a fine photograph of ice damming about to happen there.
Right.
That actually looks like it's melting it.
Sure. That's
That one
gonna
got the
be
heat strip in it?
Yep. That's the one. That's the one we skipped over that we'll do as soon as we get done with your top 5 here.
Okay. And then if not installed properly, okay, number 2, if not installed properly with a drip edge or ice and water shield, you can get water leak back into the roof and rot out the edge of the sheathing, the soffit, or the fascia.
Right. Yep.
They need to be installed properly, not just willy-nilly. And the number 1 reason not to buy them is they are expensive. They do not increase your resale value. As a matter of fact, a lot of websites when I was looking this stuff up suggest if you purchase a home with gutter guards, you should have them removed. So, it does not add to the resale value. In some respects, you might think it acts as something that's marketable.
Sure.
You know, it might sound good in a tag, but
Right.
other than that,
Right.
No.
So a couple other gutter guards. Let's back up there, Sonor, because I messed you up. A couple other options of gutter guards you can do is if you live up in the north, you can do these that have ice melting in them. So not only do you have to clean the gutter guards, clean the gutter, you now have to unwire it and wire it back in. So it's just if you really want to do something that helps everything out. I mean, obviously it melts the ice, and that part works great, and the snow, as long as you plugged it back in properly when you did it. And then there's the other one that's a gutter that's not a gutter. So here's your standard gutter here, but you've got these things that are like rakes that you can put on your fascia board. You take the gutter off, and now as the water comes off, because see the water's normally just going to shoot right past this and go out down here. It's not gonna drip right there nicely and then sprinkle
only on a
out.
drizzle.
Only in a drizzle is it going to do that. See, and now here's another one. So the water drips off, hits this, and it deflects it out and away from the house. That's the concept of that. But you don't have to worry about leaves clogging. There's nothing to clog up there.
The
So
only upside to those would be putting up Christmas lights. It's got to be easier than hell on those.
yeah,
If you're also going to go that far to do it, like Rich said, why don't you just put a 2-foot overhang on your roof anyway?
Sure.
I mean, if that's what you're going to put, that 1.5 foot of a long rake on,
Right.
on your house.
Well, the downside of this, though, see how that just runs right down the house? What if there's a door right underneath that? So now as that water, now you had like a 6-inch spot to walk through. Now you've got a 2-foot spot to walk through because it's sprinkling water everywhere, all across it. So it's, I don't know.
The guy's got a patent and somebody bought it.
The homeowner bought it, the salesperson bought it.
Can't fault the guy for trying.
No, hey, no. You know what? It's a different concept. I will guarantee that those probably don't ever clog. I've never seen any of those types of sips where it's clogged up. So that's a fair note. So what if somebody really wants to spend the money? What should they really do, Rich? If we haven't deterred them yet.
Right. If you've still if we haven't deterred you, then I would suggest you go to a box store. You get the plastic slip-in ones that are about 8 to 10 feet long.
Right.
And you buy those. And here's the thing. You could put those in your gutters in lengths, but at the downspout and any change of direction, put in smaller pieces, 1 or 2 foot.
Yep.
Because odds are you'll be able to pop the 1 or 2 foot piece out and rinse everything to the next opening, so it's easier to clean. So Ron will show you how easy it is to do there.
So now this is a 3-foot piece. They come in 3-foot sections. I just cut a little piece off so it'd be easier to show. And yes, I know this is white, gutter's brown. I did it in different colors.
You did that for contrast.
So you could see how it went in. I would normally buy brown for brown gutters and white for white gutters, okay? So let's no notes on the bottom of after this video is done. So these, first of all, you would slide this in underneath the shingle, and then you pull it down, and it clicks right in there. And there you go. So now you want to get in there, you can pop this back out, push it up underneath there. Get in there, you clean the downspout out.
Downspout out.
See, you can clean the downspout out, and then you can just push this back underneath the shingles and clip it back in. You're off and running. Now, if you can see that that has the regular holes, and then it's got a screen, smaller screens underneath it, so pine needles don't get through there. But
realistically, that's the whole thing. Those things are meant to keep leaves out.
Correct.
So the
Large
small
items.
stuff, whether it's maple seeds, the helicopters, or pine needles, stuff like that is always going to contaminate all those, whether it's in your gutter or on top of the screen.
Right.
So the idea is to try to make your life easier, not harder.
Right.
Personally, I've never found it that hard to go out twice a year with the hose and just spray everything out.
Right.
If
And
you
not just
don't
clean the gutters.
get too heavy. Right. But if
You need to
don't
clean the
allow-
downspout out too.
Absolutely.
And make sure the water's running and it goes down the downspout. It's cleared out. They make leaf separators so that you don't clog your drain tile. where as it comes down the downspout, it'll kick the leaves out of it, and then the water can continue to run through. Those work pretty good. You can mount those up right underneath on the bottom of here so that the water goes through, and it won't ever clog up your downspout. Everybody puts them at the bottom so that everything can still get clogged up first, and and then kick it out. Put it at the top. I know, that way it's cleaning that out right out of the box. As soon as it comes out of the gutter, gets rid of the debris, the water can run through, and you're off and running. So this is the quick, easy way to do it if you still want to have gutter guards, because you can pop them out easy. And this was, for 3 foot, it was $2.40 for a 3 foot piece. So you're not spending $3,500 doing your house. And that makes a big difference. So.
And you only have to do, my Chicago accent's going to kick in.
Uh-huh.
You only got to do the tree sides.
Tree sides, yeah.
No, the sides where the trees are, not tree
Not
sides.
4 sides, no, tree
No,
sides.
only the sides where the trees are. You only got to do tree sides.
So there you go. Gutter guards. That's what you do. That's how you take care of them. That's how you can take care of your gutters. Just get up and clean them. What's that last picture we had there too? See, I like these. It's simple. You clean the gutters out. You stick that little thing in there. It keeps it from getting clogged up. And when the gutter starts overflowing, now you know you need to get up there. You got to get up there and take care of it. So, there's your regular gutter screen. Something simple. That's all you got to use.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Thanks,
Novak.
Mike.
Thanks, Mike Nowak.
Thanks. We'll see you next week. And who knows what our topic will be. We'll see what happens. We'll come up with something.
Sure.
Until next week.
Oh, wait. Should we do that?
What? Sure.
Until next week, keep it square and level.
There we go.
Until
Well,
wait,
next,
one more
Until
time. One more
next
time.
week.
Cut. We'll do it. Let's do this again. Ready? Cut. You ready?
Okay.
Keep it square and level. Until
next
next week. There you go. Play the music.
Roll that bean footage.
Yeah. So did we? Located on Milwaukee Avenue, the Niles Design District is a home improvement destination for consumers, designers, and contractors. For those looking to renovate a kitchen or a bathroom, expand with a new addition, or enhance their curb appeal, Niles Design District in Niles, Illinois offers everything in one convenient location.
It's your road to a better home.